What's up, guys? I'm back today with another Legend Bowl video on the channel, and as you guys can see, we are going to be simming the 2020 NFL season in Legend Bowl and seeing what the game thinks would happen. Obviously, this is a mod, so things are not gonna probably look how they should be, and I just simmed this before and ended up having my audio get messed up, and a lot of the backup players end up going in, I think based on injuries or something like that, so some of the stats are going to be a little bit weird, but we'll check those out. I picked a team that probably will not be heading to the playoffs, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and our coach's name is Sam Ross. But we all know who is going to the Super Bowl, or I guess you guys should know who won the Super Bowl, as this video does go live on Wednesday, but I actually am recording this the day before the Super Bowl on Saturday, so I have no clue who's won the Super Bowl, but we know what teams made the playoffs and won their divisions and made the wild card and eventually made it to the Super Bowl as well. So we can go through there. We'll check out our roster really quickly. Gardner Minshew. I am a huge Gardner Minshew fan, but check out our running back, James Robinson, pretty solid as well. And our receivers, Laviska Shenault should definitely be a higher overall, but anyways, beyond that, check out our team schedule as well. I'll probably catch you guys and sim through week 8 or week 9, and I'll catch you guys halfway through the year, and we'll check out where some of the divisions stand, and we'll go from there. So you guys can see that we are 2-6 on the season so far with a 5-game losing streak, still on a 5-game losing streak, and we beat the Dolphins and the Colts. But we'll head out of here, we'll check out the standings, and we'll check out the stats at the end of the year. But we'll check out the standings. We see the Bills leading the division at 5-4, Dolphins pretty close, Patriots at 4-4, the Jets fitting in going 1-8. Pretty crazy there. And then AFC West 6-3, the Chiefs leading that division. One thing you guys are going to see is a lot of the teams win at home and they don't win on the road. You can check out some of the road records. No team have won more than 2 games on the road, which is pretty crazy. The Texans leading our division at 5-3, pretty crazy there. And then the Bengals leading their division at 5-3 as well. Again, pretty crazy there. Check out the NFC. Football team going 7-1. That is absolutely insane. Eagles are going 6-2 is nuts too. 49ers leading the division at 5-4. And then over in the NFC South, 6-3, 6-2 for the Bucks, or for the Saints and Panthers, and then Bucks 4-5. And you can see the Bears leading at 6-3. What's the worst record we have so far? Obviously the Jets, and then us and the Raiders tied pretty close behind. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the season, and then we'll go over some of the stats and see how crazy those turn out to be. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the year, right before the playoffs, and we'll see what ends up happening. So you guys can see we ended up finishing 4-12 on the year, and we went on a, I think, 11-game losing streak. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-game losing streak. Pretty insane, and then winning 2 games to close out the season against Indy and Chicago. So we ended up finishing 4-12, but we'll check out some of the standings, see who won the division. You can see the Dolphins ended up winning at 10-6, which obviously didn't happen in real life. You can check the Chargers won the division at 10-6. Absolutely insane. The Chiefs going 7-9, a team that's in the Super Bowl now. The Bengals at 9-7 winning the division, and the Browns and Steelers 8-8, 7-9. Ravens not making the playoffs at 6-10. You can see the Texans going 11-5, and the Colts and Titans both making the playoffs, and then maybe the Colts will make the playoffs, but we'll have to see how the tiebreaker goes there. But football team going 12-4, absolutely insane. A lot of teams over here winning a couple games on the road, which is insane. You can see a lot of the teams in the AFC didn't do too hot. And then you can see our division, obviously. Anyways, back to NFC West going 10-6, Cardinals winning that one. Seahawks and Rams not doing too hot there. The Vikings going 10-6, and the Packers finishing the worst in the division at 8-8, and then the Bucks winning the division at 10-6. Pretty crazy game there. Pretty crazy way to finish that off. But we'll check out the stats over here. We'll check out the team stats first. You can see the Green Bay Packers over 8,000 yards of offense, and 5,900 is the worst. They had 6,400 yards passing, and the Baltimore Ravens had 3,900 for the worst, and over 2,000 yards rushing. Absolutely insane. Total yards allowed, you can see here, but it goes pretty in depth. You can check out some of the other stats as well, but we'll head over. What we really want to see are the league leaders. We'll check out our team stats actually pretty quickly. So it looks like Gardner Minshew might have gotten injured, obviously. He ended up throwing 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, pretty crazy game. And then Jake Luton coming in and throwing 38 touchdowns, 17 picks, and then also Mike Glennon 6 touchdowns, 3 picks. But 38 and 17 is insane on the ground. 1,000 by James Robinson. pretty solid with 6 touchdowns and receiving, nothing too crazy. A little disappointing to see Laviska Shenault going 313 and 1 touchdown. But beyond that, we'll head over to the league leaders, and we'll go over there. Brian Hoyer with a perfect passer rating. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Same with Tom Brady. Looks like he didn't play. 5 for 6, 144, and 2 touchdowns as well with perfect passer ratings. Ben Roethlisberger not playing. Russell Wilson hardly playing. Jalen Hurts not playing much. Kyler Murray not playing much. Lamar Jackson. It looks like Tyler Bray is going to throw for 50 touchdowns and 17 picks, leading the league. Riding Griffin, 48 and 11, taking Tom Brady's place on the Buccaneers. Matt Moore, Jarrett Stidham, Jacob Eason, Nate Sudfeld, Easton Stick, Ryan Finley, Jake Lutton, Nathan Peterman, Brett Hundley, Ben DiNucci. You can check out who led the league in passing yards. 48.90 from Jacob Eason and Ryan Griffin, 48.80. Matt Moore and Jarrett Stidham, 44 and 8. Wow, that's insane. So it looks like, probably you'd have to give the MVP to Tyler Bray, unless on the ground we had some pretty insane stats. We have Chris Carson with 1,800, Raheem Mostert 1,690, Zeke with 1,469, 18 touchdown by Josh Jacobs, 15 by Marlon Mack, Christian McCaffrey with 13. So it looks like a lot of the rushing players ended up playing, and a lot of the receiving players probably ended up playing. Julio Jones leading the league in receptions, Tyreek Hill with 90, Devontae Adams with 1,700 yards, Chris Godwin with 1,600 yards, Michael Thomas with 1,500, and Julio with 1,500. And then touchdowns, A.J. Brown 17, Keenan Allen 17, Justin Jefferson 17, and Jakeem Grant with 16, and a couple of the players with 16 and 15. So pretty crazy receiving stats. Obviously, the stats are pretty insane and sturdy, pretty, what do I want to say, like, bloated? That's not even the right word I want to use, but that's the closest word that I can think of. Defensively, we have Marcus May leading the league with 149 tackles by a lot. That is insane. But you can check out sacks. Not a lot of sacks on the season. Interceptions, Corn Elder, Kenny Vaccaro, and Marcus Peter, 4 or 5. Touchdowns, we had 3 touchdowns on the entire year. We'll check out some of the kicking. 20 for 21. 22 for 39. That is absolutely terrible. But we'll check out, I want to see kick returns. Looks like Stephon Diggs had 2 touchdowns, a couple of the players with 1 touchdown as well. But yeah, pretty crazy stats. But we'll sim through the playoffs and we'll go over to the schedule, go over to the league schedule. So it looks like New England, Cincy, Buffalo, Houston, Detroit, Minnesota, and Carolina against Tampa Bay. So pretty crazy though. I'll sim through the wild card and I'll sim through the playoffs and I'll catch you guys at the Super Bowl, and then we'll do like a recap of all the playoffs and everything like that. So I'll catch you guys in the Super Bowl and we'll get to see what teams made the Super Bowl. Obviously, we won't be able to see KC make the Super Bowl because they didn't make the playoffs, but Tampa Bay does have a chance to make it. But we'll see what happens, and I'll catch you guys at the Super Bowl. So you guys can see here, Washington football team against the Chargers heading down to Tampa Bay to play in the Super Bowl. But we can see how they ended up getting their wildcard playoffs since he beat the Patriots, Buffalo beat Houston, Minnesota beating Detroit, and Tampa Bay beating Carolina with one little hope to try to make it to the actual Super Bowl. And it looks like Miami beating Cincy, Chargers beating Buffalo, Washington beating Minnesota, and Arizona absolutely crushing Tampa Bay. In the conference championships, we have the Chargers beating Miami and Washington beating Arizona, both with the exact same score, and it looks like we're going to end up with the Chargers against Washington. We'll sim this game and see who ends up winning the Super Bowl. So football team are proud to say they are champions. They end up winning 18-0 in the Super Bowl against the Chargers down in Tampa Bay. Pretty crazy way to finish this season off, but that's going to be it for today's video. Pretty crazy. It predicted the Washington football team would have won the division, or would have won the entire league in the Legend Bowl or Super Bowl, and pretty crazy. You can see some of the stats in when you sim are absolutely insane. There's a lot of scoring and everything like that, but that's kind of how this game kind of pushes towards a lot of scoring, a lot of offensive stuff. And I know a lot of that stuff is getting reworked and fixed to make it more of a sim football game. Don't get me wrong, I love this game. I think it's amazing. And I hope people play it, and I hope it grows and everything like that. But anyways, I'm going to end this video off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the new videos. Videos come out every single Wednesday on Legend Bowl, strictly Legend Bowl channel. For right now, I might do a couple games on the channel as well, but I'm not 100% sure for right now. So for right now, it's going to be Legend Bowl every single Wednesday. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to end this video off. If you guys have any suggestions for more interesting stuff like this you guys want to see, whether it be like 2020 NFL season, certain games or anything like that, or, you know, any experiments and stuff like that you want to see this on the game, definitely let me know down in the comment section. But without further ado, I'm going to end this video off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See you guys.